I'm literally okay. Hello, everyone. Happy full moon, my little mooncakes. I literally every show I say that, and I'm like, I gotta change the name, but I can't think of anything else. So,
I mean, mooncakes are delicious, so
I've never actually had one. I don't think.
Jam.
Maybe I've had like a knockoff one from like.
They're so good. They're so good. I'm a traditionalist though. Like I don't like any of the new shit. You know, like the fruity flavors. I'm like, no, this is bullshit. Am I allowed to swear on your channel?
Yeah.
Okay. Just double checking.
Girl, oh my god, I just swear all the freaking time.
Me too, but then sometimes I go on people's channels and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And then they're like, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I know. So I have friends who are like teachers and they don't.
Yeah. I'm like, oops.
Anywho, so this is gonna be another one of those chaotic ones because
we're chaotic like that.
We're chaotic, and we're not even sure how to do this. But like, I didn't even take notes. I didn't prepare questions. I just marked the things I maybe want to bring up in blue. So
wow, that's more than what I have. So
that's why I didn't want to read it on my Kindle because I had a feeling
I highlighted shit. I just didn't write notes with those highlights. So like, I don't know what I was thinking a week ago.
No, something about going through my Kindle and going through the notes is just too much for me to handle. Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming. Okay, so we're going to start with ratings.
Okay. What did you rate it?
No, you go first.
Okay, I'll go first. I rated it 3.25 stars.
Oh my god, you're one of those.
I started doing it this year because I just was like, it's not quite, like, it's not just a 3 stars, but it's also not like a 3.5 stars because I always round up, so I was like, it's a 3.25 stars.
If I did decimal, like I already sometimes, most of the time, overthink my star ratings. If I did decimals,
that's fair.
I could not. Yeah, so
it's more like a feeling.
Yeah. I just like, stray away from it.
Yeah, I'm like, it's a 3 point. For all intents and purposes, it's a 3-star book.
Yeah, I always have to remind myself, do not overthink. It's not that. Just to start.
I feel like I had a good time while I was reading it, but I read this a week ago and I already don't remember a single thing about it.
Didn't you just like the day of the...
Yeah, correct. I just feel like it's like not a very memorable book. Like I remember certain things about like the world building or like things that I liked about it, but like I remember none of the plot. I remember none of the characters, and I'm just like, what did I read? And I actually do think if I didn't read it on audio, it would be a lower rating for me. But I really, really liked the audiobook.
I was going to say, at least you know how to pronounce the characters' names because of the audiobook.
I mean, I also know how to pronounce the characters' names because I'm Chinese.
Well, that's true. I didn't want to, okay. Literally, sometimes I'm too cautious because I don't want to get canceled, I do try to like match my BIPOC picks so that I get like the perspective, from all voices. So that so it makes sense. But I gave it a 2.
Fair enough. That's probably what I would have rated it if I didn't listen to the audiobook. But can I just say, this audiobook narrator, incredible. Top tier for me, like shot right up to top tier narrators. And I went to see her backlist and she doesn't have any. And I'm like, oh, that's really disappointing. But the narrator, if anyone has not read it yet, highly recommend the audiobook.
I'm curious now. So does that mean you want to read the second book because of the audio?
If I'm bored, like I'm not going to go out of my way to like buy the audiobook, but like if my library wants to get it in, or if I have another Audible free trial, like I'll listen to it.
Yeah, because the second one already comes out in August.
Yeah. I'm assuming you're not reading the second one.
I don't think so. The cover makes it so tempting, and I do like the title too. A Venom Dark and Sweet. I don't know, something like that. I keep getting this mixed up with Witches Steeped in Gold, and I know
I know what you mean. It's the structure. It's like publishing has like two title structures that they like.
Right. And I know a couple of my subscribers like commented Witches Steeped in Poison on accident too. But yeah, no, I heard that like the publishing industry is doing that thing with fantasy where they make it less time apart from each other for the sequels.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I was so shook. And so I was talking to one of my librarian coworkers, and yeah, that's what she said. So to like help the fandoms not wait as long. I don't know.
That's interesting. I guess if they're like available already, I don't know.
Yeah, like people are like just getting more and more like multiple book deals and then writing the books.
Oh, I have heard that.
Yeah.
I have heard that. I was watching an interview with the author of Portrait of a Thief, and like they were saying, oh, like, so, you know, I know it hasn't been technically announced, but like these days book deals don't come in singles anymore. And I was like, interesting.
Makes sense. And then there's those that oh, also while we're talking, everyone in the comments who have read it, let us know your ratings.
Please, someone else like the book.
I'm very curious. And if you gave it 5 stars, please don't hesitate to tell us, you know, everything you like about it. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, Shelby Mahurin like got was it a 2-book deal and then they stretched it out to 3? Is that what I heard? Like the Serpent and Dove, Blood and Honey thing? That's why.
Oh, is that series? I've never read it. I looked at it and I was like, this is not for me. This is not for me. I'm just going to pass.
I didn't like the second one. It definitely suffered from second book syndrome. I haven't read the 3rd yet. I really liked the first, but then like I got guilty for liking the first. And I was like, I don't know if I liked it because I read it so fast. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I get that. Sometimes I do that where I'm like, I read it in a day. It must mean I liked it. But then I look back and I'm like, did I like that?
And Shelby Mahurin's the only author that I like met in person so far.
Fair.
So, Library Hold just came through yesterday, so I haven't gotten very far. Might try to get the audiobook too. The first few chapters are not quite grabbing me. Yeah, okay, we gotta make sure to like announce when we do spoilers because I'm so bad about that. Like I just like right away get it, especially if I loved it. Like this is how you know I didn't like it because I'm not like, okay, spoilers. But 3 stars, like the idea of the story more than exactly. I was talking to my friend Lynn, and she said it definitely would have been a lot better if it were adult fantasy.
It's funny because I said in my review of the book on Goodreads, I said at the end, I was like, I don't think I'll be reading this author's YA stuff in the future, but if she comes out with an adult book, I'll read it.
Yeah, we were talking about how it like has potential because of the concept and everything, but I don't know. The romance for me,
oh my god.
I was like, is this necessary?
I hated it.
I don't even remember the guy's name. Kang? Why did he have like 17 names? Like,
yeah, well.
Like, who was he really? Will the real Kong please stand up?
What was his original name? I don't remember. Like, I was like skim reading the last 25% of this book in the last hour before this live show just to like refresh my memory, and I was like, I don't remember any of these characters. I'm like, who's Mingwen? Like, who's Rui?
Love that for me.
Who's Wenyi?
Doing the most.
I tried, okay, Jan. I finished the book, okay?
Yes.
A for effort.
I'm just glad I finished the book before the day of the live because that's usually my brand. But this is what happens when I finish it early. Like, I don't remember anything. So
yeah, but like books should not be that unmemorable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true. 3 stars, lots of 3 stars. The only thing that saved it for me was the Chinese culture. Just finished it yesterday. I thought the pacing was uneven. Yeah, I don't know if that was like because everyone knows there's going to be a second book or like the author knew there was going to be a second book. So that's why the pacing was all off. But I don't even know how to articulate general thoughts right now.
I felt like the plot was very weak, personally. Like, I was just like, this competition dragged on for way too long.
I know.
I was like, by the third round or whatever, I was like, I'm over it. Let's get it over with. Like, how is this still relevant? How are we still here?
That's another thing. I was like, when did these rounds start? When did they end? What is happening? What was the objective? Like,
it was like after there was one round where they're like competing in pairs. And then after that round, I was like, I thought that was going to be the last round. And then they're like, oh, there's a next round. And I was like, what the fuck?
I really didn't even care about the competition. I thought it was going to have a lot more magic than it did. I saw like, what's their name? Ziron J. Zhao.
Oh, yeah.
Iron Widow author. They reviewed it on Goodreads, and they were talking about how the magic system's so intricate and how it's nothing like they've ever seen before. And I was like,
I saw that review, and I was like, I feel like they're playing the, like, you know, colleague card, you know?
I was like, where? And they blurbed it on the back too, so I was like, yeah.
Because they're both Canadian authors, so they're both Canadian authors, so it's like, you know, I think they're also both West Coast, so it's like maybe there's some camaraderie there, maybe they actually like, know each other in real life, I don't know, but like...
Yeah, I mean, their blurb is on the back of this too, so... This is so true. They had like 3 conversations. Oh my god! And then
love is so irritating to me. And this is the thing, though. I think it is a trope in Shansha and like wuxia, so I feel like it could have been done well, but this was not done well.
In what?
Like wuxia and Shansha. Like this is a Shansha, like under the Shansha genre, which is like Chinese fantasy, like a brand of Chinese fantasy, and so like. Insta-love and like this whole like threads of fate, like that is like absolutely a trope in Shansha, but like it just was not done well here, in my opinion.
Gotcha. Yeah. What's the other one then? If the
wuxia is like more focused on like martial arts. Like they're very similar.
See, this is why I match my love it. What's it called? Yeah. So like they had 3 conversations. He like saved her from something, and then they kissed, and I was like, where is that?
Literally, I remember because I listened to this on audio, right? And I was like playing on my Switch, and I was just like playing on my Switch, and I was like, hold on, pause, rewind. Like, what just happened?
I found the kiss, and I said, this would be a lot cuter if I were actually invested in these characters. Right. Yeah, I didn't. The characters, I was like, who's this? Who's that? I thought it was just me because, like, in my head, I couldn't put faces to names. It was so hard for me to visualize anything in this book. I don't know.
I feel like the world I could visualize, but the people I could not. Like, I could visualize, like, I feel like the descriptions and the world building was really good, and that, like, you could see the palace. In my head, I was like, I could see the palace. I could see, you know, when she went out into the town to get, like, the tea leaves in the first round or whatever. I could see that, all of that. But, like, there's no people in these towns in this palace in my head. I'm like, who lives here?
She does not give these vibes. Like, if this is supposed to be Ning, why does she look like the baddest bitch in the world? Like, I don't understand. Like, that's not.
Also, no, she low-key doesn't even look Asian, so I'm just like.
True. And then I think in the second book, she has blue hair. And I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
You do you.
Is that even her on the cover of the second book?
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know.
Or
also, I just thought, huh?
Is it like the princess?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, wait, no, is it him? It's the dude.
Oh,
we're actually clowns. I'm pretty sure it's the dude.
What is it called? A venom fucking
dark and sweet.
Okay. I'm crying. Why
does she look white?
I don't even know. I thought that was a ponytail. In the second book, I thought that was a ponytail. Does he have long hair? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Anywho.
Yeah, men in China, like up until like modern days, had long hair. So.
Gotcha. I just don't remember if they described him as
I just assumed he has long hair. He had long hair just because of the setting. But like, because like this is roughly, I think the author said it was like based on Song Dynasty, which is like 900, 700, something like that. I don't remember, but
gotcha.
Somewhere around there. I'm probably way off. My Chinese history is really not that great.
I mean, more than mine.
I'm a fraud.
Again, more than mine. So, gave it 3 stars, 2 very low stars. Yep.
Yeah.
Just because of the concept of the tea and magic, but other than that, it was the same old average YA fantasy.
I do want to point out, I know it's sold as like tea magic, but I actually think it's more based on Chinese medicine than tea ceremonies. Like the tea ceremony, like the act of it when they do it, that's very like tea ceremony, like the steps, but like the actual tea themselves, it feels more like Chinese medicine than anything else.
That would make sense because like certain types of tea was like for healing.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was that truth serum one.
But yeah,
that one was interesting. Some parts, like there was a part in the middle that I binge read, and I was actually into it. And then I was lost again, like immediately after.
I binge read the first half of the book in like one day, and I was like really enjoying it. And then I don't know, something the second day I woke up the next day and it was just not clicking. Should have just read it all in one sitting. That's what I should have done.
I do appreciate the short chapters though.
Same.
That's what got me through. That's really interesting about the different genres of Chinese fantasy. I agree. I never would have known that.
Yes, there's way more than just the 2, but
really?
Those are like the biggest 2, and then if you really like want to get into it, like this isn't really Shansha, but like it's fine.
It's fine. Characters were very surface level. Yes,
I agree.
They had 0 layers. They had 0 depth, no substance.
The side characters, unmemorable. Like,
why were they there?
Literally, I'm like, even like her friend. What's her name? That one friend she met.
Rui or
no. Lian.
Oh yeah.
What's the point of her? What was the point of her other than for like in that one stage of the competition where she needed a partner? That was like her only purpose in the story was to be her partner for this competition.
True. That is true. Yeah, she just came out of nowhere. She's like, I know who I ask. And then she just that was her role, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say at least Rui, died. Oh, spoilers.
Didn't she not die?
She died and then came back to life.
Yeah.
Or like they saved her.
Some random shit, yeah.
Like I don't even remember
also, it's implied that she and the princess are like a couple, right?
Yeah, I was like, Sapphic?
I was like, Sapphic? Yeah. But then I'm also like, I'm known to just read Sapphicness into books where it doesn't exist, so I'm like,
right.
Sapphic, right?
Yeah, ever since I started hosting Sapphic-a-thon, which is today, by the way, starting 19 minutes ago. Yeah, I've just like, I read into it a lot more ever since I started hosting. Yeah, I put Sapphic ? With a little eyeball emoji. So, side eye.
They're definitely Sapphic. For sure. There's no way.
Yes, I agree.
Can we just have a book about them instead?
Instead of fucking Khan?
Yeah, okay. I don't understand the appeal of this man. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, he had like dark hair and certain features that she admired, and then kissed.
But also, what did she like about him? Like, he had no personality.
Exactly. Beats the fuck out of me. Descriptions of the world were the best thing, yes, but still it wasn't incredible to me. Yeah, I'm just bad in general, like visualizing things, but this was like blank, like nothing was coming through. Because I couldn't even visualize her as like, because usually I base it on the cover and like fan art or whatever. But that's not how I pictured Ning, so. But hi, cuties. Got that to the Chinese medicine vibe.
Yeah. Definitely a lot of Chinese medicine.
Exactly.
Literally, what was the fucking point of her? Also, like, okay, just the fact that she, like, pretended to be poor, and then, like, I guess we're going into spoilers, but, like, she pretended to be poor, and, like, she's, like, commiserating with her on, like, being poor, or maybe, like, Ning assumed she was poor, and then she just played along with it, and then she's like, kidding, I'm, like, the ambassador's daughter, I'm, like, a rich bitch. And then, like, I was like, How is this like? And then Ming's just like, oh, cool. And I was like,
wait, I vaguely remember that, but I didn't think anything of it really. The betrayal though, when the princess was asking her to betray Kong and whatever. I think that's the part where I was like, ooh, I'm actually intrigued.
Oh, okay.
But
I was baffled by that also though, because I'm like, why are you like she had no loyalties to this princess or to the like royal family. Like she went into the competition like not really liking them. So I'm like, why are you
involving yourself? Like, how did you get here?
I'm like, if you love this boy so much, why would you like? I don't understand.
And then her like inner dialogue when she was trying to betray him and like struggling with it, I was just like, this is so stupid.
There was one point where I was like, oh, is she gonna get a corruption arc? And it was the point when Rui was like not poisoned, but she was like injured, and she was like and she was poisoned, I think. Yeah. And then she was like, if you don't like, she basically blackmailed her, like the princess, and was like, if you and she basically blackmailed her. And I was like, is this the start of a corruption arc? If so, I'm here for it.
And then it got resolved in 2 seconds.
I know.
She just gave in. She was like, oh my god, I love Rui too much.
I was like,
Rui was the one that had that like 3-headed creepy ass snake in her, right?
I think so.
I think
that was the poison. Like the poison manifested into this like snake thing, no?
Yeah, she like fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? harvested the fucking poison out of her body, and it was this 3-headed snake. I can't think of the word. Extracted. I thought it was an eye. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, yep, that part creeped me out. I actually like that part.
Yeah, like this is the thing. There's like parts of this book that I really liked, and so that's why I'm like, if this author was not shackled by the tropes and the requirements of like YA marketing, I feel like she could do so much better.
That is such a good way to put it. Shackled. I'm dead. Yeah, and then speaking of poison, why was everything fucking poisonous? I never want to read the word poison again after this book. Like literally every plant they encountered, every animal they encountered were poisonous. That bird was pretty cool though.
I will say the poison thing though is also like a very Chinese medicine-y thing, because a lot of things in Chinese medicine are poisonous until you use them right. So like so that is like a very that I did appreciate the like, oh, everything's kind of poisonous, but like we sometimes use things to like counter other things. And I was like, very, very nice, very nice.
Okay, got it. But
also I'm like, how did we just mass poison an entire province? Like I don't feel like that was explained very well. Either that or I zoned out. It's possible it was explained. I just zoned out.
Yeah, again, beats the fuck out of me. But that bird, how do you pronounce that word? Is it Paya? The bird? Not the siren.
What chapter is this?
I don't know what chapter. Let me go to my blue tabs. It's Piya. It's that bird that like Piya. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's that bird that like
the poison bird. Yeah, the one that eats poison. To be honest, I quite like the bird. I was like, that's a badass bird.
I like that like as it grows, it like weans into, that's not even the right phrase, whatever, y'all know what I mean. Weans into like human food or whatever, and poisonous. Like first it starts with, it's like a baby. It starts with like, you know, the liquids. And then
I love it. In my head, I picture it as like, if you've ever been to like, if anyone's ever been to like Beijing, there's like this place where they have this pond and they have like black swans, like literal black swans with red eyes, and they're like the demon spawn. In my head, that's what those look like.
I imagined it as Kevin from Up. I don't know. I think it was because of all the colors on the cover, so I just figured everything was colorful. So that's how I imagined it.
I technically think they're supposed to be smaller because like ya is duck in Chinese. So like Piya is like some sort of a duck.
So small, okay. That's yeah.
But like I said, in my head, they are the demon swans.
I thought it was like also part phoenix kind of too in my head. I don't know. My brain does weird things when it's not interested. The friend just quit the competition because family reasons out of nowhere.
That was so stupid. She's like, I gotta go home now, and I was like,
yeah, I was like, did she really earn the second to last spot here? Like, I don't understand how she got there.
But also, she went home before the day before the last round. I'm like, you couldn't wait one singular day? Singular day?
So she didn't have a reason at all, right? So she was
just like, oh yeah, my family's moving.
Okay, that's why I was so confused. I was like, Ning like didn't earn her spot here. I don't even know, like, I felt no stakes as she was trying to fight for her life in this competition.
I do think that was the problem with this book. There's no stakes.
Okay.
Like, yeah, okay, like, fair enough. Like, her sister might die at home, whatever. Like, but I feel like that's the thing, though. Like, I don't feel anything for the sister because, like, we got 2 seconds with her, and, like, I don't really, you know?
And I didn't understand Ning's relationship with the dad either. I was kind of confused. Like, it was like distant, but also he just accepted her back home to take care of the sister for a little
but also it's like, what are you doing, sir? Like, how are you providing for your family?
And then, oh my god, I wanted to mention this so badly. Why did she keep sweeping into darkness?
Wait, what?
Every end of the chapter, the very last line was like, and then I was swept into the darkness. Literally every other
I don't think I noticed this.
I was like, we get it. You're being swept. We get it. I was really hoping you would notice because
I really didn't. But that's the thing, like when I read on audiobook, I notice like actual writing things less because I don't see it with my eyeballs. So then I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
Eyeballs. Someone was just talking about like, I think it was my last live show, like Sprints or whatever. Someone was like, I hate when people say I'm reading with my eyeballs instead of audio. That's so funny that you said that. But yeah, no, totally get that. Yeah. I haven't been into audiobooks this year. I'm in the middle of 9 Lives by Peter Swanson for Gabby's book troupe.
Oh.
But other than that, I've only read 1 audiobook this year fully.
I've read very few audiobooks this year, relatively speaking. This was the first audiobook I listened to like in over a month.
I just haven't been in the mood for them. I've always just I've been wanting to just listen to music on my way to work and stuff. So, they're referred to as lovers toward the end of the book when they're fleeing.
I'm assuming this is the Sapphic.
Oh yeah, the princess. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And her handmaiden person.
Yeah, they should develop that more. That would have been a good.
I truly wish. I just think there should be. I think we should just ditch this series. And we should just have like a Sapphic series.
Fanfic. Let's write it. I realized I wasn't subbed to Tammie. Aw.
It's okay. I don't produce quality content anyway.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. It's literally me.
I think this is chaotic.
With my in and out of focus videos lately. I had my camera set on like, what is it? I think it was like aperture or something. That was
so it didn't like adjust.
Yeah. And I didn't notice until like 3 videos in. I'm like, bruh. So sorry about that, everyone, if you've seen my blurry videos. But yes, everyone subscribe to Tammie. Her channel is linked down below. I think. I hope. I think.
What's my channel name, Jan?
Tammie tries to read.
Oh my god!
I got it down now after saying it so often and mentioning you in like every other video. God, it's confusing because your handle is Tammie Reads. So I'm like, okay,
yeah.
Tammie reads a lot. Tammie kind of reads. I know it wasn't like a confident channel name. I know it's not like Tammie like kills reading type shit. So I was like, kind of reads makes sense.
Kind of reads is pretty on brand, to be honest.
I didn't read the book. I decided to wait till the whole duology is out, but I was shook when I saw your rating, Jan, so I had to come and see what the fuck is up. Yeah, I only post my ratings on Instagram if it's 5 stars for book club picks.
Fair.
Sarah pointed that out to me earlier, and I was like, yeah, because I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't have shut up about that book anyway if it's 5 stars.
Yeah.
So it's kind of implied already. But yeah, 2 stars.
What is 2 stars for you though? Like, is that like trash?
No, 1 star is trash, but I rarely give 1 stars. I gave one 1 star last year. So
same.
2 stars is like, I didn't want to throw this book out the window, but
yeah.
But I didn't enjoy my time here. I was not live, laugh, loving, love, live, laughing in these conditions. I thought the betrayal plotline was going to be way more important. Yeah, I agree.
Is the betrayal plotline?
It wasn't, right?
What is the betrayal plotline? Was that the plotline? Wait, I was like, what is the betrayal plotline?
The princess one, I think.
Like the one where she like is a spy for the princess for like 0.2 seconds. Okay.
Yes, I think that's the one they're talking about.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's that important.
And then what was that? The information that like she just caved. Oh, it was where the antidote was, right?
I don't remember anything about
the betrayal. Then I had
Yeah.
She found the cure too quick. Okay, see the cure. So they talked about like the antidote for the sister, and that was the objective. But honestly, I kind of forgot how she found it, where she found it.
Me too, because that was the point where I'd kind of checked out, and I was also, like I said, I was playing my video game while I was listening to this, right? And then it got to the part I like tuned back in when her sister was being cured, and I was like, what happened? What was this development? And I was like, you know what? I'm not going back.
Yeah, I did gasp though when she was with her sister and then she got bit by that snake. I said, okay, I actually gasped out loud here.
Something happened. It evoked something out of me.
She got bitten and then she got swept into the darkness. Literally. What else? Oh! At the end of chapter 44, I was like, I don't even remember who this guy was, but this was the only time I felt a semblance of emotion. When that guy at the Wenyi, was it Wenyi?
Yeah, this is the person that an hour ago I was like, I can't remember who this is.
Oh, yeah. That was the guy who was like broken and bruised and cut apart in the cell, in the jail cell or whatever. The dungeon. But who is he? The dungeon.
Is he like a competitor?
Maybe. I don't remember. Do y'all remember who Wenyi was or whatever?
Was he one of the assholes from the beginning? Like who? Like the you know what I'm talking about? The elitist douchebags.
Oh, I don't know.
One of those.
But why is he in the dungeon then? If he's so
I don't know,
Mr. Worldwide, you know?
Oh, because this part I did reread an hour ago. I think during the last round of the thing, he fucked up. I don't know if that's why he went to jail, but he fucked up and ended up poisoning someone or something.
Yeah, why?
I don't know.
To like get their shit together.
I could be wrong. My reading comprehension skills are pretty low.
Same, especially in fantasy. Wait, hold on. I need to catch up because they're still talking about Kevin.
Oh my gosh. I do love Kevin from Up.
Me too. Mix between a crow and a falcon, the birds. A crow and a falcon.
I mean, that seems like the right size.
At least they got the size down.
Yeah, that's better than Kevin and Demon Swans.
There was no tension. Everything came easy to the main character. The bad guys weren't even that bad, and she solves everything. True. It was very ribbon tied. In all aspects. What the hell is my hair doing? I literally only say reading with my eyeballs. Oh god. My future book. I forgot we even said that. That's hilarious.
And you should also only specialize in like books with murder in them. I'm just saying.
A concept.
It's a brand. It's a niche. It's a niche.
It could also be the title of your memoir. Look at you. A whole brand. You're welcome. Sent her an embroidery that hinted to the antidote. I don't remember this.
Oh. Me neither. But also, like, why would her sister know anything?
I thought her sister was, like, incoherent, like, unconscious, not able to move.
But also, I didn't think her sister knew anything about, like, Shenongshi, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the family, it was kind of, I thought it was implied that it was only, like, her mother only passed down the, like, Shenongshi arts to her and not her sister. So, like, why would her sister know anything?
Was that the point, maybe? That, like, we thought she didn't know, but she actually did? Dude.
Maybe I, like, didn't look.
I don't know anything. Did she even know that Ning went to the competition? Like, I'm confused.
I'm so confused.
The sister found the antidote. It wasn't even her. She just randomly and by chance found the missing ingredient.
Oh wait, there's a more recent comment. Someone says her sister was technically the apprentice. Okay, clearly I didn't read the book very well. Reading comprehension skills, 0.
She was technically the apprentice, but like Ning was just playing substitute. Like Ning was the understudy. Is that what happened?
I missed that. I missed that completely.
Is that even legal?
Wow.
I don't know anything.
Wow, I fully missed that.
Mr. Worldwide, I've been using so often because there's this side note. There's this guy who comes in. He's like I'm the same age as his kids, okay, type thing. He comes in for the same study room every day to like get his sales executive job done, right? And he lets you know that he's a sales exec. Like he accidentally handed me his gas card and his Speedway card, and I was like, oh, Speedway, instead of his like library card. And I feel deja vu. I feel like I've told this story before. But then he was like, oh, that just shows you how much gas I have to spend for my sales job. And I was like, oh, do they reimburse you? Like, that's a lot of money, like $80 a day, he was saying, and whatever. And then he was like, oh, I'm a sales exec. Like, they don't have to reimburse me. They just pay it for it or whatever. And then he comes in another day and he's like, you in that study room are my good luck charms because you just made me a $240,000 day in sales, but I get 10%. So like, do the math. That's a lot of money. And I was like,
I hate salespeople. If anyone here is in sales, I'm so sorry. I don't hate you. I hate these. Was he white? Mm-hmm. I hate these white men in sales.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And he comes in every day for the same thing. So of course I remember his name because it's not rocket science. And I was like, oh, hey, blank. And he was like, did you just remember my name? I'm so flattered. And then he's like, what's yours? And he shook my hand. And then he was like, do you play piano with those long fingers? Like, blah, blah. It was so creepy. And then the other day, he asked me to go to an Elton John concert with him. Elton John! I was like, oh, I heard he's good live. I don't really listen to him though. And then he never brought it up again. But thank God. But yeah, and then I was telling the guy I'm seeing, and he was like, not Mr. Worldwide, or he was like, is Mr. Worldwide there today or whatever? So that's where I just loved it. It was so cool. But yeah, anyway, he threw the competition by giving Kong an energy. What? Oh, Wenyi. Did this. Through the competition by giving Kong an energy zapping tea before the fight. He called Kong a traitor and wouldn't support him. And that's why he was thrown into the dungeon? Why? I literally missed this too. Energy zapping?
Look, I'm telling you, the last 25% of this book, I don't remember a single thing from this book.
Yeah, I don't even remember any energy zapping teas. I remember the anti-lie one, and then the healing one. And that's it.
Truly, this competition just went on for way too long.
I'm usually not into competition books, but one that made me think I should give this a chance is A Song of Wraiths and Ruin. That was a really good competition book.
I did like that one.
Yeah.
But I feel like that one's kind of different.
Why? It's just it had rounds. It had higher stakes. That's why it's different.
Yeah, there's higher stakes, and there was more going on outside of the competition that was like
the romance was good.
Yeah. Actually, I think the romance is the worst part of that series, but like it's fine.
I mean, I haven't read the second one, and I mean it's a YA romance, but it's better than this one. It wasn't insta love, at least.
Yeah, that's true.
And also, like, I got kind of confused like between the two because I kept thinking about that book while reading this book, and then they both have serpents in them, so I was
Oh, see, have you read Spin the Dawn?
No.
Because I actually would comp this very much so to Spin the Dawn, except I hated Spin the Dawn and I DNF'd it. So
wait, Spin the Dawn's the one about the artist?
Yeah, it's like pitched as like Mulan meets Project Runway, and it's like similar setup in that like she is from like a small town. She needs to travel to the palace for this like sewing competition thing.
Oh yeah, sewing. It was sewing.
Yeah, like a textiles competition, and she takes the place of her brother. But like there's just like it's just like low key. There's like low key homophobic vibes. It's just like,
oh wow.
And like it's also like super ableist, and I'm just like, this is not the book. This is not the book. But I do think that this is like very comparable to Spin the Dawn.
Have you read Six Crimson Cranes yet?
No, I am not reading. I just like have no interest in reading from that author.
Oh, it's the same author?
It's the same author.
Okay, never mind. Damn. Okay, I'm like it's been both of those have been on my radar, but I never actually, I don't even know.
Six Crimson Cranes is quite good.
Okay,
but again, I'm like, not for me. Not for me.
I didn't realize it was the same author. Well, glad I'm not the only one who's. Yep.
Yeah,
I feel like literally every time I get on these live shows, I'm like, why do I even run a book club? Like half the time I space out.
Yeah, I really like the first half of this book. I feel like because I liked the world building.
Mm-hmm.
But then once we like got the world building done, and they're like, oh, let's kick in the plot. I was like, I'm over it. I don't like this plot.
I don't even know if I was in it from the beginning. What is this? I realize I'm not a fan of writing that's about. Oh, I realize I'm not a fan of writing that's about food or drink.
I love that.
Unless it's coffee or set in Paris. That's what I wrote.
Oh, see, I love this because it made me really hungry. And like at one point, I was like reading this at like midnight, and I was like, I'm gonna make myself some dim sum.
Like, have you read? I don't know. I think it's like like if it's done really well, like fine, I'll appreciate it. But like if it's for too long, if it's like describing food for a page and a half straight, I'm like, I'm bored.
Are you passionate about food though? Like, is food a passion in your life?
Oh no, I don't cook. I don't.
See, that's the thing. I'm like, I love food, and like, so I really love food descriptions.
I eat because I have to, not because I want to nowadays.
Wow, that's so depressing.
I know. I'm just like literally. Okay, once I went grocery shop, like this past week, I wasn't streaming except for Sarah's birthday the other day, but like I wasn't streaming the whole week intentionally so I could get my shit together, and I grocery shopped. So like I'm trying to get better about feeding myself, but like the past couple months I've been so bad about it. Like I just haven't, like one, either I forget, two, I'm just like not in the mood, like I don't know. But food is a blessing, y'all. Food is a privilege.
See, whereas I'm like food is the only thing in life that brings me joy. So I'm like, whenever I read books with like food descriptions, I just love it. Like I blanket in as a general rule of thumb, I just love it.
Have you read The Beautiful?
No. That one by Renee Ahdieh.
Renee Ahdieh. Yeah.
Isn't it a vampire book?
Oh, we don't like vampires in this household?
It's not that I don't like vampires. It's not my preference.
Oh, well, that is like my whole brand, so.
I know.
But, ew, I just thought of a Janpire. I hate it. I always try to make wordplay with my name because it's so versatile. And I'm like, Janpire. Ew. I hate my brain sometimes.
Oh my God.
But
I'm really trying to understand why I highlighted the sentences I highlighted.
Oh, you did it?
I really can't. No, I just highlighted shit, and I don't know why.
That's me.
I think a lot of the stuff I seem to have highlighted is related to like Chinese medicine references, which I appreciated. Like I said, that's kind of like my favorite part of it, the Chinese medicine thing.
What is?
Because I very much grew up on Chinese medicine. My parents didn't take me to Western doctors very often. So.
Oh, fun fact.
Fun fact. Yeah.
There was this one scene. What is this? I don't even know. I don't know, but I wrote, why is this scene so damn long? And that's like a mood for the whole book, honestly. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, but I just circled flesh a bunch of times because every book I've been reading lately has the word flesh in it at least 6 times. And it's like, why? Sabotage Kong. Okay. I already read a lot about murder, both fiction. There you go. Make it happen. Her sister was trying to find the antidote behind her dad's back. Oh, we already read that. Okay.
Her dad, now that I'm thinking about it, her dad sounds like garbage.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I got from it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, wait, so he's still just chilling at home with the sister, waiting for Ning? So I don't know. I was confused by that. But yeah, I got the trash vibe from this.
Yeah. Or just like useless. Like a useless dad.
Yeah. So, okay, I missed this part.
I totally missed this part.
Glad I wasn't alone. Yep, this guy. Oh, you know who he looks like? Fuck, what's his name? Great Newscast. You know that main guy in the show Great News? John Michael Higgins. Hold on, I'm gonna share the screen. This is what this Mr. Worldwide looks like. Okay, everybody, where is he? This guy.
Oh no!
That's exactly what he looks like. Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep, that's him. Fun facts. Not Elton. Yep. Creepy guy. Yep. Yeah, and then he was like asking me about like where I went to college and stuff, and then my nails were like black and gold, and he was like, "Oh, look at your fancy nails! Like, did you go to Purdue or something?" He's like, "I have a PhD in observational skills," and I was like, "Shut the fuck up! Go away."
Thanks so much.
Is that too old? Does anyone? I don't know. I had a Vine for like 2 days, so.
I know what Vine is, but like I am not a social media person, so I never had a Vine account.
I still don't have TikTok. I had TikTok for like literally. Yeah, I cannot fall into that rabbit hole. I'm already addicted to Instagram. I can't. I had TikTok for like 5 minutes like last weekend. I was like, maybe I should start this and just post my reels. I don't have to actually scroll on it. I'll just like you know, cross promote or whatever. I could not. The interface for TikTok, I don't understand. The algorithm, I'll give it props.
Everyone's just like, yeah, if you're feeling down about your YouTube views, go to TikTok. And I was like, maybe I'll do that. And then I was like, I just don't. I don't.
No. That's why he was thrown into got it. Hi, McKay. Cutie. Now want to hear some tea. Get it? Huh, but the finger comment. My math teacher in high school said I have nice lips, and I think about it. Ew. Not math teacher. I'm crying. Cuties. DNF. No, it was so good.
I really liked it. I liked it a lot more than the second book. Have you read the second book?
You read the second book? No. I have what? I have not read the second book, but you have. Okay, yeah.
I liked the second book. I still gave it 3 stars. Like I still liked the second book. I think it was just like the first book was so good that I feel like my expectations were like
The first book did have a lot of typos in it though, and like grammatical errors in the final copy. I circled everyone. But
I listened to the audiobook, so I don't know.
Oh. Jam. I hate it.
I can't.
What is that other one? Is this the same author? I'm thinking. I don't remember what the title.
I know people say this is similar to Descendant of the Crane, which I have not read, by Joan He. But again, they're similar. Like I feel like people think they're similar because they all fall under that like same genre. Right? Like I would classify all of these as xianxia fantasies.
I read Wicked Fox. That's on
I love Wicked Fox.
Okay, good.
One of my favorite YA series of all time. It's so fucking good. If you like K-dramas, you need to read Wicked Fox. Okay,
I don't, but
so then you might not like it.
But, I mean, I don't have anything against K-dramas. I just don't watch them.
That's fair.
So,
it's just like a lot of the tropes and the way things play out are very similar to K-dramas. So like if K-dramas are like very specific, so it's like if you don't like K-dramas, you're probably not going to like the book. But I do really love. I love the second book more.
Really? That's rare. I've heard the second book ruins it because like people's favorite character isn't in it or whatever. I don't know. I haven't read it.
That's a lie. The second book is like so much like the first book I gave like 4 stars, I think, and then the second book is like a 5 out of 5 stars. I've reread it. Like I fucking love it.
I do like the cover for the second. Well, for both of them, they're gorgeous.
I love the covers.
And I know the chapters are really short. I have Wicked Fox. Maybe I'll read it for AAPI month.
I think you should read it.
Okay, deal.
If you don't like it, our friendship's over.
Oh no, pressure.
I'm kidding. I think you will like it because it's like paranormal, urban fantasy. Like it's more about the romance than the fantasy. So it's like. Okay,
then yeah, maybe I will. I'm gonna try to do a Filipino authors blog next month too, because I have a few of those. I don't know. I'm already thinking. I'm not even halfway done with my April TBR. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I'm screaming. No, no, I'm Filipino. I've gotten Japanese before once. I've gotten Japanese. I've gotten Indian once. I've gotten Black once, but usually I get like Hawaiian or I've gotten Chinese a few times. Hispanic though, I get all the fucking time.
Really?
All the fucking time. And like people at work, like at the library and when I worked retail, they would just start speaking to me in Spanish without even asking. They just assume. And it would get me so heated.
Oh my God, I can't.
So heated. Yeah, I don't know. It was one of my pet peeves. She left without her dad knowing. Once he found out, he wrote the letter. What letter? Oh, the letter that was supposed to be from her mom? Or from her sister?
I can't remember.
There was a letter somewhere.
I don't know. I really remember nothing. I will say there's this comment about like the beginning of the book was super info dumpy for a YA book. I agree, but part of me feels like that's why I actually like the first half of the book because I felt like the world building, the way that she tackles world building in this book is very similar to like an adult fantasy.
You think so?
I personally enjoy.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I don't know how I felt in the beginning. I was trying. Well, literally what is this page? Oh, okay, 68. I said, so dramatic and I'm so bored. Love the font though. What the?
Love the font though.
Why am I like that?
I can't.
And then the next page, the first page of chapter 9, it says to make myself presentable. And I thought that said penetrable. Why?
I can't.
That guy needs to go. That's exactly. I'm screaming about John Michael Higgins. That's hilarious. I love you.
Bye.
Complete meal in a tablet form. Oh, you hate it, but I have a bunch of gastro illnesses.
That's fair. That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense.
Me though, I don't make sense.
I'm like I have IBS, but I love eating so much. I'm like, I don't care. I feel like shit, but in the moment, it's great.
Like food issues, eating issues are like the one thing I don't have. Like I'm not lactose intolerant or anything like that, but like my physical body, like I have arthritis, I have scoliosis, like I'm
arthritis.
Really? You have rheumatoid? Is it rheumatoid?
I don't know. My doctor's just like, yeah, like you just gotta do like she's like it's probably arthritis, but like she doesn't want to like diagnose me, and I'm just like, okay, whatever, I'm over it.
Oh no, I have the whole shebang. I have the Humira every other week. I have pills. Yep. And when it rains, do you feel it in your joints when it rains? See, I didn't. I thought that was a just me thing for the longest time, and then it like, and then I've never felt more seen. When my
doctor was like, yeah, like we're like 90% sure you have it, but like since you're not like dying, it's fine. And I was like, okay.
Oh hell no. I missed so much school because of mine. Like I thought it was because of volleyball in high school because I got diagnosed junior year of high school. and I was on junior varsity, and I kept sucking and sucking more at volleyball, and I thought it was just me sucking and like my thumbs hurting and whatever, but no, it was arthritis, so that sucked.
Fair enough. I also recommend Daughter of the Moon Goddess. I fucking love that book. Also a Shansha novel. Same. Daughter of the Moon Goddess is actually Shansha. I will say that. But
isn't it like, I don't like books set in space.
It's not set in space.
Oh, I assumed it took place in the moon.
Negatory. It's like, it doesn't take place on Earth per se. It's like in a celestial empire, but it's like, I don't know, it's hard to explain.
I feel like I do very good. It's been on my TBR, but
I love it. I reread it last week, 2 weeks ago.
Really? The cover is stunning.
It's one of my favorite books of last year, and then still favorite book of this year.
Okay. It's very on brand for me for, full moon book club. So like,
true.
I'll check it out. Shadow of the
Fox. Oh, is that the Julie Kagawa one?
Yeah, I've never heard
like a red cover. I tried to read that. I low-key DNF'd it.
You're so good at DNFing. Could never be me.
I DNF things so quickly. Like, so quickly.
I'm so bad at it, like, especially because I'm a big, like, sentimental value type of person. So if I get a book as a gift or from a publisher.
Yeah, same. Well, from a publisher, I don't really care that much. But, like, if I get a gift from a friend, like, I will do my damned hardest to, like, not DNF it. But, yeah.
But then also all the books that I own, like, library books, I can DNF fine. But if I spent money on it,
Yeah, I feel that. But I still DNF shit.
But no, I never heard of it. I've been recommended Julie Kagawa multiple times, but I don't know. Her dad sent the letter, and her sister made the embroidery in the letter, or with the letter. I'm not sure. What embroidery are we? Literally don't know what this embroidery is.
I think we've established that Jan and I did not absorb anything from this book.
I'm glad
and that we are terrible book club.
At least we had a discussion going one way or another. And I'm glad y'all in the comments read this book thoroughly.
and are carrying this discussion.
For real. I'm trying to, I'm going to go through my blue tabs really quickly and try to see.
Oh yeah, what else did you have? Let me go through my quotes and try to understand.
Okay, but why is he out here trying to one-up her and comparing tragedies? Shut the fuck up. Oh, kitty. Hi. That's what I wrote when she was telling Kong about her mother, and then he went on for like a paragraph double the size of hers talking about,
oh my god,
his tragedies, and I was like, bruh, let her have her moment.
I just really did not buy their relationship whatsoever.
No, absolutely not.
And I didn't buy any of their relationships. Like, I just didn't feel like, I don't know. Like, I feel like when you read a competition book, one of the best things about competition books is like the camaraderie that like you build with like competitors. Like, that's what I like about competition books. And there's none of that. She had her like one token friend that she thought was poor like her, but turns out her friend's rich as fuck. And then like
true. I never.
So then the one thing that was supposed to like bond them together wasn't even real. So then I'm like, so then why are you still friends with her? Like, I don't.
And then she thought she had something with Kong, and then he lied to her too about being someone else.
Honestly, this poor girl. Everyone's just lying to her.
No wonder she wanted to be in cahoots with the princess. Like, shit. She's had enough. On page 308, I wrote, at this point, my amount of interest left is extremely low. 318, I literally blanked until the governor showed up.
I highlighted this thing from chapter 6, where it's like, they're talking about the princess, and they say, like, she isn't exactly well liked by everyone. Many blame her for the unrest that is spreading throughout the kingdom. Sickness, poverty, cruel acts committed by the emperor's representatives, and other rumors. I feel like they should have just, like, leaned into the politics, you know? Because this is also interesting, right? Because, like, she is, like, taking the brunt of, like, what is not her fault, but then, like, she has to help, like, hide the fact that her dad's dead. And, like, I just feel like if they just leaned into that, and basically, I just wish they wrote a story about the princess and her handmaiden.
Circling back.
I guess what I'm trying to get at is we should have had a story about the sapphics.
In this essay, I will. I didn't think you were Japanese. It was just the only. Yeah, that's okay. I was just you know, going off of it and telling stories. I'm very bad at DNF too. I wish I weren't though. Yeah, same. Audiobooks, I could DNF easily. Kindle Unlimited books, I can DNF. But yeah, just not gifts and books I buy. I don't know why my brain just shut off for a little bit. Hi. This happened, then this happens. I hate books like that. The whole like show or tell not show type thing.
I mean, I haven't read it, so I wouldn't know. But
oh no, I haven't read this. No. Books that are just like this happened and this happened and not like elaborating.
Yeah, I think there's a time and place for it, but yeah. As a general, like if it's only that, then yeah, it's not interesting.
You should read, but then I also like character study book, like character-driven character study books. So I don't know. I'm a contradiction.
Paper Menagerie by Ken Liu is my favorite short story of all time. Look,
is that the one with the tiger?
Correct, the paper tiger. And also, if you've never listened to the audio version by LeVar Burton on his podcast, you must listen to it. It is literally the best version of this story ever to exist. I will talk all day about Ken Liu. I'm a Ken Liu stan. Okay, look. If you ask me who my top 3 authors are, Ken Liu is at the top of that list.
Who are the other 2?
Interesting.
I thought you had it prepared.
In my head, it's like Ken Liu, N.K. Jemisin, and then like the third spot could be like a variety of people. You know, it could be. Depends what genre. I'm like, I really like Keigo Higashino, but like that's like a very different genre. But Ken Liu is like my favorite author. Top tier, amazing.
This is the second time someone has mentioned Paper Menagerie, and I think Noelle really liked it too. I don't remember.
The singular short story Paper Menagerie is available online for free, so you can just read it. Oh, I'm just saying. But again, I recommend the podcast version by LeVar Burton.
Noted. N.K. Jemisin, I read the first book I've ever annotated / tabbed. I don't think I wrote in my books yet. Just tabbed. Was The City We Became by N.K.
I haven't read that one. I won't lie.
I think you would like it. I mean, I gave it 3 stars, I think. I just said I think like 17 times. But I think it was a little bit too long for what it was. I don't know. But
fair enough.
That's the only.
I'm very much a like N.K. Jemisin can do no wrong. Like I'm very biased. So, like,
that's the only one I've read by them, so I don't know. What's going on? I don't know what's going on. Do you?
I don't know either. Because clearly we don't remember anything from this book.
Yeah, I'm glad it's fresh in your mind, Amanda.
Yeah.
Amanda and I finished. Oh, did you guys buddy read? That's so cute.
Oh, that's cute.
Yes, we love the kitty. What's your cat's name again?
Kava.
Cute. What is the crappiest ship in all the books you've ever read? Probably this one. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I don't know. There's so many bad ones. And also, like, I don't remember the bad ones. You know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah, I could barely remember the names of the good ones. So, like, I'm so bad with character names. But in real life, I'm really good with, like, with names in real life. Yeah.
Oh, I'm just bad at names in general.
Yeah, no. I meet someone once, like, at work, and, you know, I remember. But books could never be me. Yeah, exactly.
Agree.
Love one LeVar Burton. Oh.
Yes. Correct. It is the best way to enjoy that story. Truly.
Listen to really boring audiobooks so I can fall asleep. That's a good method.
Mm-hmm.
I just take half an edible. or drink some wine. Or whatever. I'm glad I got this from the library and didn't purchase. I wish I did.
Actually, I didn't get it from the library. I got the e-arc.
Yeah, the thing is, I got the fucking e-arc and I still bought it because at the end of the year,
the cover is so nice.
I know. The fucking stickers, though. There's 2 of them.
You can take them off, though.
Yeah. This was the book club pick for Barnes & Noble's YA book club, too. So I was like, wow, look at us. But I just bought it because last year I took a picture of like a stack of all my book club picks for the year, and it was really cool. I figured.
I mean, I would do that too, to be honest.
For the gram.
Yeah.
Pretty hyped for your next 3. Yes, I'm excited too. Next month.
I haven't watched that video yet. What are your next book club picks?
Well, I'll spoil it here. VIP access.
I'm a fake fan.
That's okay. At least you know my channel name. My Jannel name. Anywho, for May, it's Desperate Measures, which I'm pissed about because I wish I picked an Asian author for next month, but never mind. But Desperate Measures, which is like a smutty Disney retelling, and next month is actually my 1-year anniversary of the book club. Crazy.
Amazing.
And then June is going to be the Bennett women. I forgot the author's name. But it's about these 3 women in this all-women's dorm, and one of them is a trans woman, one of them is a Filipino woman, and one of them is a Black woman, and they all have their different like talents in like different majors and different interests. And then July is Gothicana by Runix.
Oh.
Which is like a dark academia. I think it's paranormal, supernatural romance. I don't even know. But yeah, I'm excited.
Exciting.
What requirements do you have for book club books you choose? I'm just thinking giving recommendations. Requirements? I don't know. I just do it in 3 chunks, in 3 chunk announcements. I make sure there's a BIPOC author and a backlist book. And then one is kind of like wild card, but yeah, I don't know. I just pick whatever I'm vibing with, and I pick my guests based on who I think would be the most interested. So
fair enough.
I know in a book series called that's the middle grade dragon.
Yeah, with the dragon on the cover.
Yes, I want to read that one. I don't know.
It looks cute.
Have you read Priory of the Orange Tree?
No, I have no interest.
I'm surprised. Why?
I've heard it's just like really boring and the pacing is awful, first of all, and I'm like, second of all, the book is like 800 pages for why? Like, and then also the other thing is I know that the author, one of the like civilizations in the thing is like very Chinese inspired or like pan-Asian inspired, and that's just like a white author writing Asian fantasy is just like not for me. So I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna skip this one.
That is fair. Again, I got it as a gift, so I'm gonna read it all the way through eventually.
The cover is 10 out of 10. I love the cover though.
I'm so nervous though because of the world building and but
yeah, I've heard it's quite dense.
Yeah, to say the least. Does anyone here write books? I do not. I was just talking to my friends about this, that I could not, like, I'm in freelance marketing and I keep getting edits back for this like copy I write and whatever. And I was like, every time I get another edit instruction back, I'm like, this is why I can't be an author. Because of all that.
It's the ego.
Just like looking through or like proofreading my like high school and college essays, I hated it. I would just submit.
That's fair.
Like, because I look at it for so long, like I don't want to look at it ever again. Just submit.
Yeah, that's true.
So no, I don't think I would ever write a book. Ideally, I would love to, but I would have unhauled this book if it wasn't for the gorgeous cover. Yeah, I think after I take that photo at the end of the year, I'm gonna unhaul it.
Look, I am a strong believer of if a book is just pretty and it sits on your shelf just to be pretty, that is fine too.
I agree. That's how I ended up with this book. I was like, this book. I was talking about it on Den of Vices. I was talking about it on a live show, and I put it on my wish list, and then
it's huge. I never realized it was like so many pages.
Yep. And a subscriber got it for me, and the note said, "Good luck with this one, but it'll look pretty on your shelf." And I was like, I support. Thank you.
It's true. It's why I have like a certain number of books on my shelf. I'm like, it's just pretty. I don't care if I like this book or not. It just looks nice.
Exactly. Especially if you throw in black with gold foiling.
Oh,
mine. Just got desperate. Yes. Wouldn't it be? See what I mean? My versatile last name, Janiversary. I love it. I love it.
Man,
it's gonna be on my. That's gonna be like one of my titles one of these days.
Oh my god.
In Wings of Fire, some people say cuddly dragons kill each other, which is kind of true. Interesting. I don't remember the last time I read anything about dragons, other than He Who Shall Not Be Named. But
yeah. Who is He Who Shall Not Be Named?
Harry Potter.
Oh,
the dragon in Harry Potter.
The dragon?
Yeah. Yeah, Norbert the dragon, which is my ex, but LOL. But yeah, the dragon. That's all. Anywho, wow, look at us going past an hour.
Oh my god. We had nothing to say about the book.
Yes. The way I thought this was going to be like 30 minutes max because we had nothing to say, but we had a lot to say, honestly.
About this book?
Who needs preparation when you've got blue tabs to guide you?
Exactly, and ominous quotes that you've highlighted.
Anyway, if we don't have any more final thoughts, guess we'll wrap it up. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being my guest.
Thanks for having me.
This was so much fun. We got to do like reading sprints together one of these days.
We must.
Thank you everyone for joining in the comments. Next month, I don't know when the full moon is next month. I think it's the 18th. I don't even know. But Desperate Measures with Sarah. Please join. Tammie, do you have any announcements for your channel?
No, all my book club endeavors have fizzled out, and I need to bring them back, but I haven't. So,
wait, you had a book club?
I used to do a book club with my friends, but then we all fell into reading slumps, so we stopped doing it. And then I started a book club last year, reading translated Chinese fiction. But that didn't go very well for me because I also didn't read my book club picks. So I meant to revive it this year, but I've just been so busy I haven't. But one day I will revive it. So
you heard it here first, folks.
One day.
Y'all are all witnesses. Yeah. Okay. That is all. Thank you for chatting, everybody. I will catch y'all when I catch y'all. Oh, I almost left the studio instead of ending. Bye!